Now, if you're wondering how much should you be able to squat at your current weight, current age, current gender, and how often you regularly go to the gym, and if also you're looking to find ways to increase how much you can squat, you come to the right place. My name is Tao. Welcome to this podcast. The short answer to how much you should generally squat is it depends, unfortunately. It depends on your age, how often you go to the gym, how much you weight, your gender, if you're on drugs like steroids or if you're on any other enhanced performance-based drugs. What other equipment do you use? Do you use a belt? Do you use knee supports? Yeah, there's just so many other ways, so many other things that depends and varies. But long story short, a nice good reference if you guys are in a rush is you need to be able to squat, for men, you need to be able to squat 150% of your body weight from research, from scientific data. And you need to also be able to, as a woman, you need to be able to squat at least 125% of your body weight. Meaning that if you're 100 kilograms, you need to be able to squat at least 150 kilograms. Whereas for females, you need to be able to squat 125% of your weight. So if you're 50 kilograms, you need to be able to squat 25% of that. 62.5%, I think. 62.5 kilograms. Hope that quickly answers your question in the short term, but like I said, there's many other things that can get in the way and that can get this to vary depending from person to person. These statistics are under the assumption that you have no support, you're not under the influence of any drugs or anything like any performance-based drugs. And it's just pure squat, clean form, and it's a barbell squat. So it's not a frog squat, it's not any other sort of squat, it's a barbell. So different variations of squats that can generally help with the barbell squat. There's a frog squat, barbell back squat, and barbell front squat, barbell overhead squat, and goblet squat. Now all these squats have different benefits for your glutes, and they all strengthen different parts of the muscles for your lower half, which help make your overall barbell squat much better and perform much higher at a greater performance rate. Usually I'll definitely say, maybe if you're going to increase your squat, I'll definitely say 5 for 5. 5 sets, 5 reps. Easy numbers, easy to remember, very, very simple. Purely for power, not for anything else like cardio or endurance. But if you're looking to increase your squat, I'll definitely say this. If you're looking to increase your endurance and you only have just no other equipment, I'll definitely just say use body weight. Body weight, you're gonna have to do, depending on your experience, you're gonna have to do maybe 4 sets of your maximums. So let's say if you know maximum, you can definitely do 50 squats in one go. Then you do 4 sets of that across the whole day. So it might be 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and maybe 2 at night and evening to finish off. So two sets at night and evening to finish off. Another way to increase your barbell squat is to have a strong upper back. Having a strong upper back helps support the weight that's going to be literally on your traps. Because the weight is going to be heavy, and as you go heavier, it requires your whole body to engage, even your core is engaged. Whenever you have to squat, you're going to need to have a strong core and a strong back in order to help support the weight when you're going down. It's not just your legs that are also engaged, it's literally from the barbell, your whole body downwards that's going to be engaged. That means that you're going to have to strengthen your core, strengthen your back, strengthen your legs as well. Especially your legs, quite clearly. A stronger back will definitely come in. Different back workouts obviously help. Mainly your lower back is going to be the main thing that's going to be needed as well. Ways to improve the strength of your back is seated rows, pull-ups, barbell rows, and even lat pull downs. All these workouts help strengthen your back so you can have more stability when working out doing barbell squats. More stability means that you can actually push more and you can worry less about you tripping over or your core giving way or anything like that. So having a stronger back just helps you perform and lift much heavier on a barbell squat. Next thing I would say is to always squat deep, have high depth squats. This helps get you to have a full rep range. What some people tend to do, and even I'm also included previously, was to do like semi-deep squats. So you definitely get the best outcome when you do deep full motion squats. These really help with muscle growth, these help with performance, and these help with just handling much heavier weight in the long term. There's many benefits to having deep squats instead of moderate squats, moderate level or cheat. I would even say cheat squats. Make sure your form's correct as well every time you come in the squat. Make sure your arms are put back straight. Make sure your feet are stable and firm. Make sure that there's no other inkling of you having weak points. And another thing as well when it comes to squatting deep is if you need to drop the weight down to squat deep, if you're lifting too heavy, then you need to drop the weight down, make sure that you can actually squat deep. So what people tend to do, and the reason why they can't squat deep is because the weight's too heavy. Either the weight's too heavy or their form's poor. And usually it's because the weight is heavy, not really because their form is poor. So because of that, you need to definitely drop down the weight, get used to squatting deep with a certain amount of weight, and once you've gotten comfortable squatting that, then I'll say gradually increase it to the point where you can squat deep and maintain that form. But squatting deep is definitely going to be the thing that helps build muscle, build strength within your legs, within your glutes, within your quads as well. Another way that you can also improve your squats is to hold reps. So once you squat deep, you can hold the squat there and then come back up. Now holding deep completely reduces momentum, so it's once you squat deep, you're not going to be supported by momentum bouncing back up. So that means that it's going to be pure strength, and pure strength meaning that you're going to have to work a lot more to get that momentum back and also to get the full rep. That means that every rep is going to be harder than what you usually do and what you usually do if you have not paused. It's a good way to maximize each and every rep, and it's a good way to make sure that you're definitely getting the full rep range whenever you squat, because you're already squatting deep already. So adding that to the mix as well is going to make it very, very difficult. And you may have to lift much lighter to do this, but it's much better than lifting heavier and not getting the squat rep. I'm telling you now, you'll definitely have a much greater impact on your glutes, on your hamstrings, on your quads if you squat deep and less weight than if you were to squat heavy with poor form. More likely to get into poor form as well, and you're more likely to get stronger glutes, stronger quads, stronger hamstrings if you genuinely lift lighter weights. You don't always have to lift heavy to build muscle. You don't always have to lift heavy to develop a habit of performing your form. You can always increase the weight. You're better off just preventing yourself from getting injured anyway, long story short. Lastly, what I would say as well for squats, me personally, I would always say take pre-workouts or any sort of thing to help support you. I'm not saying take steroids, by the way. I'm not saying that at all. I'm definitely just saying make sure that you have the right amount of food. Because what has happened before with one of my clients actually is where they squatted, but they didn't have enough diet, they didn't eat on that day, and they ended up nearly passing out where I had to quickly support them. Not saying that that's going to happen to you, but it's just something that I just need to point out there. Because squatting does require a whole meal. It is very, very high taxing on the body, because it requires your whole body to perform. It's not just your legs, it's your back, it's your core, it's your traps to handle the weight as well. It's literally, if you're squatting 200 kilograms, it's literally 200 kilograms on your shoulder that you're not just carrying, you're generally doing a movement with. Like, you're not even walking with it. You're squatting deep down, and you're going to be squatting deep as well. So generally, you should definitely eat. Please, don't stress, or just take some sort of pre-workout. Make sure you're prepared whenever you go to the gym and you do squats, especially deep squats as well. Unlike other machines where it's quite easy for you to, you can afford to not be as prepared when you squat, especially on a squat rack. You don't want to be that person that has to drop the weight midway through the set because you nearly passed out or nearly fainted or something like that. It causes many issues. It's not good for your health. It's very, very dangerous as well. So don't be that person. I've seen it many times on social media as well. I've seen it many times in person. So I've seen it a few times in person, sorry. Not that. And yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and peace.